The springtime in horse racing always means looking for a horse that can sweep that most elusive of series, the Triple Crown. However, it is not just the boys who are in search of a series sweeping glory. The ladies were looking to it as well, and in the late 1970s, an amazing filly came along who was able to go down in history as the only filly to sweep not one, but two special series for her age group. This was Davona Dale. Sired by Best Turn and out of Royal Entrance, a daughter of the Derby and Preakness winner Tim Tam, Davona Dale was owned and bred by the iconic Calumet Farm. Trained by John Veach, back when he still had a little hair and before he requested to be referred to as John the Bald, Davona Dale immediately showed signs of promise by winning both of her starts at 2 and earning a share of the 2-year-old filly championship. Always knowing she would likely excel at the longer distances, Veach put her right up against the boys for her 3-year-old debut in the Tropical Park Derby. She finished 4th there, and then 2nd to Candy Eclair, whom she shared top 2-year-old fillies honors with the year before, in the Shirley Jones at Gulfstream before deciding she had enough of the whole losing thing, and went on to win a string of races that spring that will likely never be equaled again in racing. Winning the Bonnie Miss at Gulfstream, the debutante at the Fairgrounds, and the Fantasy at Oaklawn, she then entered the Kentucky Oaks as the odds-on favorite and did not disappoint, skipping over the sloppy track to easily win. From there, it was off to Baltimore, where she took the Black-Eyed Susan, and then to Belmont to win the Acorn. Following that up with a 10-length victory in the Mother Goose, the day after Coastal Quash Spectacular Bid's Triple Crown Dreams in the Belmont, it was on to the Coaching Club American Oaks, where she again had no real challenges and won easily by 8. It was that win in the Oaks that gave her the elusive double series sweep. In those days, there was sort of an unofficial filly Triple Crown that consisted of the Kentucky Oaks, Black-Eyed Susan, and the Coaching Club American Oaks. There was also the Triple Tiara series in New York that consisted of the Acorn, Mother Goose, and Coaching Club American Oaks. It was her romping win in the latter that secured her sweep of both series. It was then on to Saratoga to take on the girls and the boys at the Summer Place to Be. The Summer Place to Be was not the place to be for backers of this great bay filly, however, as she finished 2nd in the Alabama and 4th in the Travers. How many fillies would you see today even try to take on that double behind General Assembly's runaway victory?
Around the far turn, General Assembly has the lead by 3. It's Martin in second by 6 lengths, and on the outside, King Green. On the inside is Steady Growth and Davona Dale into the stretch. General Assembly has the lead still by 4. It's Martin in second by 6. Private Account on the rail is third. On the outside, King Green, then Davona Dale, the filly, approaching the 16th pole. General Assembly extending to an 8-length lead, and Martin is second. General Assembly in front. And under the wire, an easy winner, General Assembly, with Martin second.
Despite a loss in the Masquette in her final 3-year-old start, she still garnered the award as top 3-year-old filly and made it so Spectacular Bid, seen here walking past Davona Dale in her stall, was not the only 3-year-old talked about in 1979. Starting only 3 times as a 4-year-old, she managed only 1 win in the Ballerina, closing out the year with a 4th-place finish in a star-studded Masquette Stakes
Love
at
Sign
Belmont.
on the rail, bold and determined on the outside. Those two now heads apart. Davona Dale is third. Here comes Genuine Risk on the outside. Those 4 now across the track into the stretch. Genuine Risk on the far outside now takes over by a neck. Bold and Determined is second by a length. Love Sign back into third. Then it's Davona Dale and Croquis at the 8th pole. Genuine Risk on the outside. Bold and Determined on the inside. Bold and Determined now takes the lead by a neck. Genuine Risk on the outside, coming on again. 6 back to Love Sign, Davona Dale and Croquis to the wire. Bold and Determined on the inside, in front.
The tendon and ankle issues that had plagued her in her 4-year-old year were eventually too much to overcome, and she was retired to be a broodmare at Calumet. While having an unassuming career as a broodmare, her best offspring was likely La Voyageur, who finished 3rd to Easygoer and Sunday Silence in the 1989 Belmont Stakes. Inducted into racing's Hall of Fame in 1985, she eventually was moved to Coolmore's Ireland stud farm, where she died in 1977 during a foaling.
Toast Lily, the first
Today, The Silver Bullet Day Stakes at the fairgrounds used to be known as the Davona Dale before its name was changed. And Gulfstream Park now has an important stakes race named for her on the road to the Kentucky Oaks. The last horse to pull off the Davona Dale Kentucky Oaks double was Catherine Sophia in 2016.
47 flat half mile. And she steadily picks up the pace now, and she's moving up on the outside of the front runners. And Lewis Bay is right behind them as Begema retreats along the rail, then Rontos Lily. Around the far turn, Dearest on the inside. Our girl's a charmer between Catherine Sophia to the outside and Lewis Bay 4 wide. 3/4 in 1:11 and 4. They're into the stretch. Catherine Sophia runs for the lead on the outside and takes off. Catherine Sophia is pouring it on now. She has opened up suddenly to a 5-length lead over Dearest and Lewis Bay. Oh, this is one fantastic filly. Catherine Sophia wins the Davona Dale by about 7 lengths in the end.